I wimble away. Mine's pretty yikers, boy. Brocacacco.
Brochacho. Come
Bro,
on now.
that's what I said, brocacacco.
Brocacacco?
It's
Yeah,
like
you're
what?
right.
It's
the
like
same.
you know when you're trying to add
Cacao.
spice. You know when you're trying to add spice to something, so you add jalapenos peppers.
Yeah.
It's just like that. You put your jalapenos in.
Do you know what I like jalapenos in the most?
What?
Fajitas.
Will you get your spicy fajitas with your jalapenos?
Yeah.
I fucking love that shit, boys.
Hell yeah, dude.
Right, let's look at what we.
Did they random
These
into
boys.
this matchup?
These boys have got two things, boys. That's big dicks and big balls. So all they do is choose fucking random and slang their cocks around and win games. Take a lesson, boys. If you choose your army, by the way, if
what
you.
the fuck is this Eye of Sauron?
He's just chilling.
What is he? Wait, what side of the map am I on? Holy fucking shit! He's so confident he's gonna win this matchup with nothing but fucking trolls.
He doesn't.
He's just like, I don't even need to fucking scout. What if this was just like the most like
Boys.
10-dimensional chess timing play where he just knows that he does this perfectly? Oh my fucking god! All right, I'm sorry.
He's gonna go at this. He's gonna spawn his eye on his own fortress. Make sure he gets a good fucking look at it because it won't be getting touched for the rest of the game. He won't be looking at his side of the map for the rest of the game, boys. He's only gonna be there. So he had to focus on it in the first 5 seconds because he thinks with his double orc pit start, he's gonna be dicking this goblin player so hard.
Oh my god, he did 3 slaughterhouse to double orc pit. Yeah, that's fine.
That's absolutely fine.
You know what? This matchup is fucking dog shit, but the goblin player does have a lot of room to sort of dictate the pace early. Like this matchup, as long as the map is big enough and you have enough room, you can beat Mordor, but you gotta grab him by the balls and just kind of stay there. You know what I mean?
You gotta get right up in their face. You gotta kiss them on the lips. You gotta tickle them, boys. You gotta be in there. You gotta be tickling your opponent, showing him what's for. Now, can Ahwehawe do that? I don't know. No forward tunnel.
Yeah, I think he can. I think he's gonna try and creep to try and get a little bit of an economic boom, and he might try and sneak like a delayed forward tunnel and do like a 5-unit push. What PowerPoint did he pick? He's got war chant, so that's par for the course is to try and get like 3 or 4, or sometimes it's 7 units in a unit and pop them out. However, like Mustafa being clever, he's not just sitting on his hands.
Yeah. Well, we've seen a lot of players do this now. You're trying to get 7-8 units of goblins. You're going to pop out of a tunnel at some point after creeping the map a little bit. You're going to war chant them all and you're going to run in and you're going to try and get 3 starting farms. Very important you get as much damage done as you can because you need to be able to cripple their economy, and that will eventually mean that they can never come up, and you risk it all on one big push like that, and you know. Oh my god, did you see that? Get fucked, you rat.
That was
cock and balls, boys.
500
taken straight away, losing the builder as Mordor. You expect to lose some as goblins, but not like that, boys. Really tricky. Tried to un-aggro himself and get the cave troll to aggro the gobs. Didn't work. Still no creeping done though. But look at
no creeping done, and it doesn't look like he's gonna try and get the forward tunnel that we talked about. We're full of shit. We don't know what we're talking about. You're a professional. You listen. Brownbear55 is the most professional caster of all time until I get in there. Anyway.
Well, Andy, my professionalism only drops down when you come into the room because you overtake me so much. You are the real pro.
No.
I am but the caddy to your Tiger Woods.
Well,
now, the caddy's a professional. He's carrying the golf clubs, but he ain't Tiger Woods.
Right. Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, I'm all flustered now.
What can you do?
How does this game work? Anyway.
Fisher coming up, though, now for the Goblin player. As the troll cage is up, he needs to get the pikes out, of course, to stop these mountain trolls, which will just come and absolutely wreck the shit of this Goblin player. Won't have a chance with these trolls on the field.
He's kind of playing like... he's kind of playing himself right now, the Goblin player, right?
Yeah.
So he's doing a good job. He hasn't lost anything yet, and he got the builder kill, which was kind of a gift from God, let's be honest.
Yeah.
And then he just got 1 slaughterhouse kill. It's still really tough for him until he gets to, lots of half trolls and archers. Otherwise, like, this troll's just gonna run him over. It doesn't matter what the lead is. I would criticize his approach to the early game, because I feel like if you just kind of sit on your hands like that, you're really opening yourself up to a turn, and you need lots of things as the Goblin to deal with this troll. You need the half trolls, which is what he's going, because you need to be able to zone them off, and you need archers to be able to threaten them and to control space. But you need lings to finish them off. Like, you can zone these mountain trolls off as long as you want, but if you can't kill them, eventually you're going to hit a critical mass where there's just 5 trolls that are just super CP efficient.
Yeah, they're super CP efficient, 45 CP each, guys. And once they get leveled up as well, their health, starting at 2,500, a level 5 troll has 3,500 health. That's like insane. Trying to kill a 3,500 health troll, a level 2 archery range for Men of the West has 3,000 health. Like, it's just insane how strong they get. Goblin Cave, 1,500. A fort, 7,500. Fisher, it's like trying to kill a fisher, boys. It's going to take you fucking ages.
Absolutely ages, yeah. This is really hard for the Goblin, though. That can't be understated. And that was a really interesting push that he had there. And he managed to sort of bait that mountain troll away from him while he got the 3-unit war chant, and he got one of the original slaughterhouses. That's a really big win. But now he's in this awkward position where he was so worried about the mountain troll before the mountain troll did anything that he's defending a goblin tunnel with half trolls against one orc. Like, what's the problem with this picture here?
And he's come out here as well, and he's been quite unfortunate on exiting the mine that he's managed to like almost body block himself. And this goblin player, this just won't take it down. He got very unlucky there, like not to finish that off, to be honest. But it's in a bit of a weird position now, this transitional period of like, okay, he's been pushed back slightly, and now he's lost potentially the momentum and the pace of the game. None of his units are in the Mordor half as Mordor crosses the river. He needs to try and switch that up.
Is these, where are these half trolls going? I mean, if they're going to serve a purpose to you right now, it's to just live in the tunnel, pop out, zone the mountain troll, and then you just play that game. But you know, Mustafa cleverly expecting that before it even happens, just has his troll in rock throw. So it's going to be this slow sort of battle of attrition between, you know, their minds and the space in their head. Like, which one of these players is going to be able to multitask better, you know? And it's just going to be a lot easier for the Mordor player too, because right now, basically, he's paying attention to one unit, right? And the rest of these orcs are just chaff that he's throwing across the map to force his opponent to stay honest. Whereas the Goblin player really honestly has to be in multiple places at once on a screen. He has to be jumping around. But you know what really helps with that? Fucking space zoom, bro.
Space zoom does. If you guys want to get good at this game, you need to do what the pros do. Like Ahwehawe.
Representative of SpaceX. I'm pretty sure he has an internship there.
Ahwehawe, of course, notorious for using a zoom out on his maps. He uses the zoom out, which some would call cheating correctly, but he does it unashamedly and basically says, well, I'm going to take every advantage I can get, boys. And that helps
that's
you.
That's the champion's Mamba mentality. Pour 40 out.
Welcome to the Mamba mentality, boys. R.I.P. Kobe, one of the greatest. But if you're going to be Tiger Woods, boys, if you're going to be Lance Armstrong, you're going to take every advantage you can get. And Ahwehawe says, if I can make the maps more zoomed out so I can see more of it, that's great.
Have to move my camera less. Yeah, dude. I mean, it's,
of course I will. Like, get fucked.
Until there's sort of like unanimous opinion within the community, like why wouldn't you if you give a shit about winning, man? You know, and to be honest, this is coming from somebody who did a line of HGH before I got on the mic. I do that every day. It gets me going. It's the only way I can feel alive anymore.
Can't be putting those rookie numbers in.
The gains, you know, I'm all about that life. So
that's what we'd love to see.
Really interestingly, though, the Goblin player seems like his game plan is to play Pike Archer.
Yeah, I thought he might have an overabundance of archers here as he goes for the creep. He has gone for bats though, so he's going to be trying to win those fights, of course. That's going to be important for him. But the Mordor player now, 9 power points collected. As soon as he gets to 10, he's going to be using industry on this front left slaughterhouse. It's the most well protected, I think. And then we saw him last game go straight for the Fell Beast. Might not be the option here, of course, all these Goblin archers, but you know, getting.
Okay, well,
go on.
I have a question for you, my friend. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
You will be.
Okay. Okay, so the Goblin player's approach to this game has been very conservative, has been very slow, has been very drawn out. from the outset of this, he expected the mountain trolls to come, and he's sort of positioned the game in a place where he's really, for a goblin player anyway, been very minimally aggressive. What he has done is he has created a scenario where he has this pretty strong force that is good at just barreling down and does deal with the mountain trolls specifically really well. And he took time there where he just killed 2 layers all at once, you know, and was working on a third before it got blown up top. Like he sort of orchestrated like full defense and like creep and like the level of expansion here is crazy. So it feels like I think Ahwehawe, in his head, the only way he can win this matchup is if it goes really fucking long. And my question to you is, this is a really long-winded way to say, how do you think that's going to work out for him? Should he have just been balls to the wall aggressive, or do you think this is the smarter play?
I think personally, balls to the walls aggression in this matchup is the smarter play. You know he's going to go mountain trolls, and once he gets a critical mass of mountain trolls on the field, you're not going to be able to do anything without sacrificing your ability to spam cheap units by spamming goblin archers at 250 a pop. Okay, that's like having a huge army of Gondor soldiers, which is then super weak to any cavalry from a Haradrim, Haradrim palace that might come out. Some lancers, 2 units of lancers are going to mow you down potentially. The way to counter that, I think, and the better way potentially to focus this game is to take advantage that you have the better early game. Try and shut down Mordor with some super aggressive play. Don't even let him get to the point where he has this critical massive chaff units protecting his mountain trolls. Like, don't let him get to there. Try and shut down. Try and get all 3 of those. Use that 7-unit push out of a tunnel war chant to try and take down those 3 very important starting slaughterhouses. That would be, for me, the better way to do it. Less archers, more warriors, and go, 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 you know? And that's the kind of fun playstyle that we like to see. Not that making it last long is bad. I just don't think it's going to... You're going to get outplayed, outrun at every moment by these units. You're going to get outrun by these trolls who are just going to be rock-throwing everything rather than doing anything else. Like, he's going to get the... it's a Wildman summon, by the way, from the Goblin player.
So, killing this troll layer here is a really big deal. And honestly, if he can turn this into getting the industry as well, then this is a really important moment too. But they sucks.
Look at this though, boys.
Yeah, he's right.
Look how long this is taking this troll cage to go down, right? That troll cage has the same amount of health that a level 5 troll will get. If your opponent gets a level 5 troll, it will take you that long with a set of pikes to take it down. It's fucking forever. You can't let him get to that point.
Huh?
Needs to try and take down this level 3 though. I would have preferred to see that go down than the troll cage, to be honest.
It was body blocked though, yeah. I mean, I think that his game plan there, his hope was that, you know, the Wildmen would be able to clean up those archers and then immediately go on it, but just the one mountain troll just
so much damage. Of course, we're seeing mountain trolls get nerfed next patch, boys. They are. Oh, almost got the builder there up top. He's going to go back for it. He sees it. No archers though. We are going to see trolls getting nerfed next patch. They're not going to have this infinite eatability. There'll be a cooldown on that. Is it 20 seconds they've decided on, or 40 seconds?
20 seconds, yeah.
20 seconds.
Which is going to be pretty big, and their CP is going to go up. So like, let's think about the fact that one troll is less command points, costs less command points than one of his opponent's goblin archers. So like, when we talk about why this matchup is so difficult, typically for the goblin player, just think about that. Like, you can have theoretically twice as many mountain trolls on the map, give or take, as a maximum supply of archers, which is just kind of fucking outrageous to think about.
So strong.
Yeah, they are strong, but Ahwehawe, this slow burning play, it is paying off for him. So
I think it is paying off. We almost have the worm though, level 15 now, PowerPoint 15 from the Mordor play. I think that's going to be pretty big. If he can get the worm into a good position, get some of these buildings down, and really stop that spam. Maybe get a fissure and a couple of caves.
It's kind of funny from Mustafa here, right? So he hasn't adjusted at all to the game he's playing, if you know what I mean. Like he hasn't stopped spamming trolls, and they are great. We keep talking about how awesome they are, but let's just think about, you know, what would have happened if instead of one of these trolls he had upgraded to a drumwood troll, and he just had that extra layer of fear and just a lot more archers, man. in order to just burn through these trolls, or if he had worked towards a hero. I mean, Ahwehawe has done an amazing job of just boxing him in while he's flaming.
Flaming. Fun gameplay, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, and just so we all know, Ahwehawe is playing this game from the International Space Station.
Yeah, Ahwehawe has got this game so zoomed out, boys, he can see the Great Wall of China from where he's sat. But that is giving him an advantage. And listen, I don't like it, boys, but goddamn do I fucking respect it. That he turns, like, he turns around and just goes, "Oh, I'm going to take every advantage I can get." We've got tournaments played now for money. He can win 306. If he wins this WCS tournament, he wins $360. This guy's from Turkey, all right? We looked at it. It's a pretty decent chunk of change in Turkey. You know, it's like a three-week salary or something like that. You know, or the average wage. So he's going to earn some decent cash. So he's saying, I'm going to take every fucking advantage I can get, boys. Worm has been used, by the way. Going to go for the Goblin Caves and one tunnel. But we have to make a decision as a community.
You're getting destroyed. Sorry, go ahead. No.
I think there needs to be a decision made as a community about, you know, how do we enforce, if we're trying to go for these tournaments and we're trying to make them serious, how do we enforce players to follow a certain set of standardized rules, should they be made, about, you know, what zoom to use, you know, making sure that players actually play on set, you know, neutral hosts or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
But you've got players at the moment who are editing their map files, which is perfectly easy to do, to be more zoomed out than this screen you're currently seeing. And it gives you a huge advantage. We saw Andy San use it, abuse it, and get called out from it by the Jersey sniper.
Your breaks, you know. Ah, goddamn, that one just keeps on giving.
No, it just keeps. Oh my god, the half troll army, by the way, at the bottom.
Ahwehawe is really frustrated because he's been winning this game and has had to basically work thrice as hard as his opponent.
Yep.
To be in the position that they're in, and the Mordor player used Eye of Sauron in his base and wiped out all of his Goblin Caves and one of his most important resource structures.
Exactly.
So he's a little frustrated right now with this.
He hates the fear. He said, "Fun gameplay, bro. You're using trolls. My fucking pikes are getting feared. Getting rinsed by these archers. This is such an expensive army." King Mustafa, easy.
That was the easiest game that King Mustafa has ever played in his life, by the way. He was getting fucking rinsed.
He was getting
just absolutely
so
taken out for fucking laundry.
Rinsed. And Ahwehawe goes. Go on.
He lost his industry. And just basically doesn't die off of all of the pressure and manages to repel the tunnels in all 3 lanes and summons Watcher and the Worm. And Ahwehawe just immediately is like, fuck this.
He lost his 5 units. That's 500 cost each, boys. 5 units of motherfucking half troll marauders and just goes GG, KK shit game, and King Mustafa comes out with the easy.
Was up 300 gold.
Get in.
Do you know what? Do you know what I don't we both respect Ahwehawe's will to win, all right? The Mamba mentality. I'm there right with him. You know, I took some B12 and snorted some more HGH in between games there. That's what took me so long. But I do want to say that, like, what I don't respect is if your game plan going into this matchup is I have to play slow, I have to get half trolls and archers, and I have to kind of like play slow and control space. That makes sense to me. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and if you're gonna do it, it makes sense on Fords of the Anduin because, you know, one decent force group can basically block 1/3 of the entire map as long as you're being aggressive enough. To me, what I feel like was the mistake that game was mostly the Wildman summon.
Yeah, that was a big mistake, I think.
But also, you know, he has 2. He goes 10 power points. He doesn't go Scavenger in the matchup. You know, Scavenger in a matchup where your opponent has economic power is a way to sort of like keep things even, or get Azog.
Yeah. What? Why are you even Ahwehawe? Why are you even looking at me as he summons the Eye of Sauron? You're gonna spam trolls anyways. Ahwehawe is it's kind of incredible. The human body, boys, is 75% water, but Ahwehawe is 100% salt. We don't know how he manages it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's at 1 with the Dead Sea. That's all I gotta say.
He's at 1 with the Dead Sea.
But my point is he had that game. He had the trolls contained. Everything that he wanted to accomplish, he had done. But interestingly enough, I mean, and he was at 1,000 CP at one point in that game, or at least damn close. I mean,
Oh yeah, he had 925 when I looked.
Yeah, he had so many tunnels all over this place, and his opponent completely surrounded. And it's like, all right, you have this, you're forcing me to play lame, but he didn't commit. He didn't commit to the bit. Listen, if Ahwehawe plays a little bit slower, if after that Wildman thing fails, because even killing that troll cage there was a really big W in that last match. If he does that and he just kind of plays slow, doesn't engage, just sort of like has a rolling patrolling goon squad, just keeping the Mordor player boxed in, and he texts to something, be it upgrades some heroes, Drogoth's really good in the matchup. If he just plays slower off of that point, I think he had all of the tools that he needed to put Mustafa in a fucking box.
He got really frustrated because we saw in this kind of bottom left, like kind of middle left quadrant of the map, like near the warg, where he brought out 5 units of half troll marauders, very expensive, and lost them all to this kind of cross of black orcs and then like 3 or 4 units of orc archers. And I was like, well, yeah, but why are you taking that fight? Like, why are you rushing into this? Okay, listen, guys, if you're against an elf player and this elf player is laming and he's putting up towers and he's doing all this shit that you don't like and you're gonna cry about it, don't feed him is the first thing that you do. You don't push in, you don't let him kill you, you don't let his towers do all this damage to you. You sit back and you make a big army. Like, that's the goal. You don't get frustrated. You have to commit to the bit.
Yeah. And just like he very clearly understood how it worked, right? Because he was pumping out 3 goblin archers to 1 half troll marauder for that entire game. And then once all of his archers, the actual damage dealers and the thing that are keeping his marauders useful, all died, he just sort of sent those marauders without their backup out there.
Yeah.
And expected them to do something other than just die.
No, they just and feed so many power points. Like, you losing those 5 units of 500, that's just insane how much money you're giving to your opponent, like, straight away. It's crazy. Yeah.
I mean, this game he's playing it a little bit differently. He's trying to creep a lot sooner. He lost 1 goblin already to the bottom left troll. Some shoddy creeping. When I creep with wargs, a nice tip for everybody, just get near, ever hit it, and hit S until a warg comes out, because you can clear out those wargs easy peasy as long as your goblins are wasting damage on the structure. You burn the wargs, then you kill the structure.
Aggro the warg till the end, try and get 1 at a time, then kill them, then go in for the structure kill. Slaughterhouse on the bottom left though, for Mustafa. I've seen some players do this now. I've seen a dwarf player do this for the tunnel. It gives you vision, obviously, on the cave troll. Is that just to try and leash a creep, potentially? Like, just seems like a bit of a wasted spot to me. It's not an optimal farm to get.
Well, if it stays alive the whole game and it pays for itself, and you have this, like, extra hidden bit of CP, it's really worth it. And I actually like it in some matchups, this one being a really specific one. Because we talked about, how does the Mordor player lose this game? And it's if he gets dunked on early and he just gets overwhelmed CP wise, right? And so if you can have that perfectly hidden farm and it stays alive the whole game, and you're allowed to get to the point where you have your fell beast and all your cool tools, I think it's a good decision. But maybe not on your 4th RB, right? Because
that's what I'm thinking. Maybe that 4th RB wants to be one that you're also going to protect in your base somewhere, Gobs, by the way, going to get leashed at the top, maybe. No, he's not. This Mordor troll's going to run right past it. Just nothing, by the way, from the Goblin player able to defend against these trolls. He's gone for cave trolls, which I think do win 1v1, right?
Yeah, I think they have the same stats, but they're a little bit faster. So the second that the Mordor player blinks in the game of Troll Chicken and runs away, they're just gonna, the cave troll will just slap ass until the mountain troll is dead.
So it's a slight change of pace here, but we've seen this before in like Sorry's games. We see Sorry playing with some Goblin mirrors, and it's basically the way to win, of course, against Goblins, is to go for your trolls and get them big wood pieces of tree in their hands, and it really does a lot of damage. No archers yet for the Goblin player either. Oh, No worries,
You
Andy.
hate to see it.
You hate to see it, boys.
Good luck, bud.
Andy's got to leave. See you later, brother.
See you, bud.
We're on the solo commentary. But it now depends on what the Goblin player is going to do here. He needs to try and recreate what he did last game, suffocating his opponent a little bit. But he's almost unable to do it in the build that he's gone for. He's gone for these cave trolls. He hasn't got enough caves, goblin caves, to start spamming in the same way. Needs to be shutting down the map a little bit, trying to take these out, which he can't see obviously, but he needs to be able to do it. Ahwehawe as well, now 50 CP behind. A little bit more in his army though. These cave trolls are going to take a lot. Needs to kill his builder. Builder might go down. Will run away. Poison Blade's doing a lot. These cave trolls will win one-on-one. Faster hitting speed. Potentially a good shout here. Due to them. What they did to you. Hi Persona 99. Thanks for the redeem, bro. Tried to sort out my sound commands, boys. Didn't work. Now we're going to see an attack. This is going to be the target, I think. He needs to try and get this troll cage down. We saw him go for this last time. Here, I'd be pulling my cave troll back. These guys, if they are being correctly micro, which they're not, are going to get damaged. Needs to be pulling it back seriously. You don't want to lose that 500 cost. Is going to lose it, unfortunately. Real shame for him there. See you later, Ahwehawe troll. Unfortunate, bro. Managed to get the slaughterhouse. This one's still going to be down, though. But look at this now. Massive mountain trolls. Uno, dos, tres. Cave trolls, though, just not enough. Third goblin cave finally up. Starting to expand a little bit that way. But it's got nothing to answer for these, okay? Goblin archers are potentially the answer. 250, though. Huge CP cost as well at 60 compared to 45 for the mountain trolls. Almost 10 power points. Spiders to finish it. And as we heard in the last game, if you're going to try and chase these troll down as goblins, a spider pit with spiderlings is potentially the answer to finish them off. You can box them in, you can control them as much as you want, you can, to lose another cave troll there, you can box them in and control them, you know, you can CC these guys, crowd control as much as you can, but Ahwehawe, without spiderlings, isn't able to do anything, loses his army, gets frustrated, no GG from him, no well played, gets gone, deletes immediately. Tilted from last game, boys. He was winning last game, but he did not commit to the bit. Commit to your game plan. Do not rush. Do not become impatient. King Mustafa, 2 structures lost, 11 from Ahwehawe. Ahwehawe, hate to see it. Ooh, tough. Tough stuff. Are they back to GR, I think? Let me just check. Ahwehawe. Boys, I just love this shit. Let me see if I can get this up. I don't think I can. Fuck it. Ahwehawe goes for this, boys. In the chat, which you love to see. Put it in the chat for you. Ahwehawe balanced the game.